Obviously, another tough loss. Really felt like Denver does a really good job running their offense, and early on we try to mix it up a little bit to stay out of foul trouble, to be quite honest, because they're known for posting up our guards posting up. So we didn't want to get in the early foul trouble. So played low zone early. They hit some threes, and we came out and played man-to-man, and they really did a good job executing the half-court offense. Thought our guys did a really good job in the second half, fought back, didn't quit, and cut it to single digits after being down 18.5. So proud of their effort in the second half.
Is that something you can build off of the way, because this game could have gotten away from you even more in the second half. You were able to get it, like you said, to single digits. Can that be something you can build on here, especially with a short turnaround?
Yeah, you think that we can build from that. I think our kids fight, but we got to find a way to not get down 18 points, not get down 21 points at one point. So that's our focus, is to find out and figure out collectively to start the game better. I did think in the first half we did get good looks. We were attacking the paint. We were just missing from 17 feet in, and did a much better job finishing at the rim in the second half.
What was the halftime mood like? Was there a lot of anger at how they played?
I think it was just more disappointed collectively, not executing at both ends of the floor. We had some miscues defensively in the first half, and it really showed. Give them credit. They're really good at what they do with their Princeton-style offense and a lot of the back screens, the back cuts, and to their credit, they were highly efficient in the first half. So the mood was somber, and then we had to re-energize them. We had to focus on things that we could control, and which was the defensive pressure, and we did a much better job in the second half picking up our pressure full court.
You got some really good minutes out of Jalen, especially in the second half. Brewster in the second half was really good. Is that something you're going to need now as you keep going to continue to get some play like that up from you guys off the bench?
We think that our depth is something that we could use, and the guys do a great job in terms of when their number's called to be ready. And I thought that D'Angelo did a really good job today when his number was called to give us a spark off the bench with his on-ball pressure and his ability to make decisions, and hit a big three during that stretch. So we were really pleased with that. Jalen Chapman's done a great job these last two games in terms of giving us a low post presence, and we got to do a better job of attacking inside out in situations where we're trying to get back in the game and get to the free throw line. I think that helps as well.
What can you do to kind of get this turned around? Is there anything? Obviously a long way to go, but you don't want to get too much further on.
Absolutely. I think we got to keep working at. We got to identify where we're going wrong and the mistakes that what I call reoccurring mental mistakes. Mm-hmm. And I look at 10 turnovers with our guards and their experience against a team that's not pressing. That's something we have to really lock in on, and we're better than that, and that's something that I'm not very happy with in terms of taking care of the basketball. That's a big part of it. So moving forward, just continue to control the things that we can control and do a much better job executing the game plan at both ends of the floor. We had to play for 40 minutes.
It seemed like when you guys were coming back, there were times where they were just throwing the ball up and going in. Is that just a frustrating when you're trying to keep your guys' focus when it seems like you're doing everything right, but they're just throwing the ball and it's going into?
Right. There was a couple possessions where it was a shot clock situation, and the guy hits a three, and we could have cut it to 8, or he hits a three, so it's back up to 11. So that's part of basketball. It's an unfortunate part. We was on the bad side of that play, but to our kids' credit, they didn't quit. And just if there's any bright spot we can take away from that is they didn't quit.
The difference between the first half and the second half, was it just getting stops and just because it seemed like that kind of started your offense a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. We weren't stopping them at all in the first half, and they made like 5 threes to start the game. We can't start like that. And we dug ourselves a pretty big hole, so, when our backs are against the wall, we had to fight back. So that's pretty much what it was. And usually when our defense is going well, it helps our offense too. So.
What was the discussion at halftime? It seemed like you came out with a lot more energy. Was it kind of a heated locker room? Were you guys were pretty upset with how everything went?
We was upset with one another, well, not one another, but
Right.
the circumstance that we started the game slow, and we know we're better than that, and coaches know we're better than that. So he tried to like give us a little motivation at halftime, just try to push and play through it.
Can you build off the second half? I mean, because, I mean, obviously, I mean, it seemed like you had a few more minutes, who knows what happens, but can you build from that now as you move forward, do you think?
Yeah, I think we can. I mean, it helps that we have another quick turnaround. So, I mean, we can carry the momentum of that second half into Oral Roberts on Saturday. And it helps that we're still at home because, you know, that obviously helps. But we just got to come out better. We got to start games better.
Was it so much what they were doing offensively, or guys just not getting out on shooters or not communicating on the cuts, because they had a lot of open looks in that stretch when they were scoring?
We wasn't playing the defense that we're normally capable of playing in the first half. And then we came out in the second half, played extremely hard with D'Lo Brewster, pressuring the ball. That made a tremendous difference.
Did he take a step forward tonight? I mean, it seemed like he gave you guys some pretty good minutes.
He definitely did. I mean, you definitely showed how aggressive he can be on the ball. Because he's so quick and he's a little smaller, so he can pressure guards more. And he makes shots too. I mean, he's a good lift off the bench, and he needs to carry that momentum into the coming games. So it'll definitely be a lift off the bench.